what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Welcome to our website. We got loads of news and gossip for you today. But first, here's a new song.
Superficial, vacant eyes on the living, socialize. I see potential in your mind. Touch me softly, it's not a crime. No more apologies. You'll find inside of me a deeper love, a deeper faith, a deeper love to restore the balance of your ways, a deeper dive to sink or swim in a world of she said, don't give a fuck about him, a deeper love. I'll get another surface with you. I'll get another surface with you. Step into it, the golden light. Take my hand and roll the dice. It's not a secret, don't need to testify. Like gravity, can't be defied. No more apologies. You'll find inside of me a deeper love, a deeper faith, a deeper love to restore the balance of your ways, a deeper dive to sink or swim in a world of she said, don't give a fuck about him, a deeper love. I'll get another surface with you. I'll get another surface with you. A deeper. Deeper love, a deeper faith, a deeper love to restore the balance of your ways, a deeper dive to sink or swim in a world of she said, don't give a fuck about him, a deeper love. I'll get another surface with you. I'll get another surface with you.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
News, and I'm just in shock all the way around today. Today is day of shockers. Sticker shock.
I've been floored a number of times today.
Sticker shock today is all I can tell you.
Sticker shock.
Right?
I've been floored. I woke up to bad news. I woke up at 3 in the morning to bad news. It goes to show you that if you don't learn history, you're bound to repeat it.
Yep.
And put up the first slide, Slick.
He heard you. He was eating his
All right,
za.
so put it up. Stop talking. What's the problem? So
I know
just
what's
wanna-
going on. What's going on? And there.
This is the man of evil. This is the man who single-handedly killed more lives because of his actions and his way of thinking and the way he was able to talk to people and change their way of thinking that they were right, he was right, and everybody else was wrong. And he changed that to include a race, a nation, countries. He attacked everybody, everywhere. And I'm going to show you now the new man of evil. Go put it up. And there he is. And you know, it's really, really something that you're going to go down in history as the man who challenged the world and can destroy it single-handedly as the new man of evil. Because this man is nothing but evil. Now, I'm not Jewish, so this isn't a Jewish rant. This has nothing to do with that. This is about simply doing the wrong thing to a mass of anybody. We are all involved in this. Even if you don't think so, you're going to pay more at the bank. You look at the market. If you're in the market, you're going to take a bath today for the rest of the month. You look everywhere at everything. And we are all going to suffer because this maniac has decided to take it upon himself to do what the other maniac tried to get away with. And it took 4 years to end that craziness.
But here's what I don't understand. Why didn't anyone stop him? Again, why have we and NATO not gone in prior to the invasion yesterday and stopped it? Would we
Okay.
think we were going to trust him that he said, I'm not going to?
That's a fair question. What year is it? Is it 1940 or is it 2022? In the year 2022, there's something called détente, diplomacy. There is weapons on both sides that are supposed to keep you in order. And they think that because you wear a suit and a tie, and you're going to say that the United Nations or anywhere else, or you're going to put sanctions, or sanction this and sanction. The ruble has fallen over 50% today. You think he cares? The problem is you are afraid of Putin. And you can color this any which way you want. You can scream at me and tell me I'm an idiot. You are afraid of the man because the man is dangerous. And a dangerous man is unpredictable. Okay? Now, of course, Trump is talking all his nonsense because he's not even in there. But they were afraid to stop him. Okay? The excuse is that the Ukraine is not in NATO. So we're not supposed to go to their aid because they're not part of us. But what happens when it hits Poland? Who is? What happens when it hits the other countries? Then what? The United States was the last country in World War II to enter because they sunk our vessels in the Atlantic. That is the only reason we got involved. Learn history. It is the same thing repeating itself. And I am really sad because you know something? I believe Biden is not up for this. I'm sorry. I have to say it. I don't think that he's up for this. I think he's more of a politician. And you need a real son of a gun right now. Because ain't nobody going to challenge Putin. He's already said if you do, he's going to go nuclear. Now, when you make a threat like that in public, man, those are fighting words. That is the destruction of this planet as we know it. So what do? We keep saying diplomacy and diplomacy. And diplomacy ain't going to work with this maniac.
It's just, it's sticker shocking to me that we all watched it line up, and again they walked in just like they did before, and no one has stopped him. And look at the poor people of Ukraine. Look what they can't access their funds.
How do
They've
you
been
stop
hacked.
a foreign country? What do you do?
I don't know.
Now, do you remember the Cuban Missile Crisis?
No, but yes.
Okay, the Cubans told the Russians, come and bring us your nuclear warheads, which is right outside the United States. And President Kennedy decided to say, And Kennedy almost went bald. He almost lost his mind. And he challenged the Russians. He says, there will be a nuclear holocaust if you bring in those weapons. And they created the Monroe Doctrine, which says you are not allowed to put any nuclear weapons around us. So Putin said, you know, you bring nuclear weapons to my door. I don't have the Monroe Doctrine. He's right. We have him in Turkey. We have him all over the place. He's right. He's surrounded by nuclear weapons. You don't have him in Canada facing us, or in South America facing us, or in Cuba. So technically, he's saying you can do it, but I can't. Really? That's the problem. You see, we as Americans have forgotten that World War II was never fought on this soil. You don't know what war is on this soil because you weren't around during the Civil War. That's the problem. You see, we don't know what a bullet tastes like. We don't know. We had 9/11. Those are buildings. I get it. We know terrorism, but you don't know war. Because the land, when it is enriched in blood, does not dry. And here we go. And here we go. We're going to do this dance. We have to man up, and you're going to have to challenge this person head on. Otherwise, you're going to have another problem. How do you stop him?
I don't know.
How do you stop Hitler? How many lies did it take to stop Hitler, Mussolini, and the other maniac in Japan? And what stopped that war was 2, 3 nuclear bombs, wasn't it? 2 or 3? Wait, 2. And when that went, then everybody said, whoa, let's step back because they got a weapon here we can't fight. See, because everybody thinks that they can fight. Everybody believes they can fight. It doesn't take courage to fight. It takes courage to take a bullet and keep fighting. And this is where we are right now. We created this mess. We did, as a country.
Why?
Because we took Russia and we bankrupted them. We took him out and we made him play. It's taken 21 years for this man to say, you know what, I'm going to bite you back. Because I always say, if you bite me, do I have a right to bite you back? And here it comes, and he's biting. And there ain't nobody on this planet man enough that's going to stop him. Now, we have a bunch of millennials. We got young people, you know, who served in Nam with 18, 19, 20-year-olds. We ain't got that right now. We don't have that anymore. We got a lot of numbers, okay? NATO should have sent in 500,000 troops into the Ukraine if that was the deal, but they're not G5. They're not part of the... But I'm telling you now, we don't learn our lesson. We don't learn what happened. We don't learn. Now you have Iran is going to start. I'm going to tell you, you know what I feel bad for? My grandkids. Because I probably ain't going to see the day anyway. But my grandkids deserve a chance. You're going to get Israel now involved. You watch, because they're going to battle it out with Iran, who wants to go nuclear. What are you going to do with the Chinese? They're supposed to back the Communist Party. So what do? Now, the Chinese wish all of us destroyed ourselves so they could take over. They buy everything. They own everything. Here we go. How stupid can you be, man? To fall into a trap thinking that you're the greatest and the best, when behind you, you've been lurking. Somebody's been lurking. You don't pay attention? It's just that type of day. And then what happened after that today? More stuff. I'm in shock right now.
Yep.
I'm glad Wayne is here.
Wayne's going on vacation.
I'm going to tell you. Where you going, to Russia? You going to the Ukraine for vacation?
Going.
Where you going?
Nowhere near.
That
Going
is
to
the
Moscow?
mind of Freddie. But we do send our sympathies and prayers to everyone in the Ukraine and everyone whose lives are affected. And hopefully we can actually all come together and stop this madhouse before it continues.
You know, I have a birthday next month. And I saw them bringing in 63-year-old fighters. You know how sad that is, that I would have to take a gun and go to war?
Could not do it.
Oh, no, I would do it. I'm not gonna be in there long, but I would do it.
Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, let's lighten the
I
mood
think
up.
he's in the back.
We've got 2 guests joining us.
You asked me how I felt, and I'm just telling
We've
you.
got Wayne Henry of Dignity Memorial. Yes, it's Thursday, but Wayne is joining us today on set, and we've got Claudia Barrington joining us. We're talking about thermography, and what I did not realize, it is not only to find breast heat and breast cancer. It's used for the entire body and pets.
And pets?
Interesting.
On pets?
So, going
Wow.
to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned.
Coffee News is a fun, family-friendly weekly publication provided free to restaurants, coffee shops, and waiting areas for customers to enjoy. Grow your business today through through the power of effective, affordable advertising. Coffee News is an active marketing medium specializing in the ongoing weekly promotion of your business. This builds awareness for your company so you become known as the leader of your industry and develop brand awareness so people think of you first when they want your services or products. Maximize your visibility and achieve outstanding results. For more information on Coffee News, contact Sunrise Coffee News at mail.com or give them a call at 954-951-7870.
Welcome to Movies of Del Rey, a family-run movie theater that has been serving the Del Rey and Boca community for over 30 years. Open Wednesday through Sunday, Movies of Del Rey offers great admission prices, low concession prices, and quality customer service. Movies of Del Rey provides the quality of the big box theaters without the price tag. Movies of Del Rey provides new Hollywood content as well as new indie and independent movies. It truly is a hidden gem. Whether you're hosting a private event, party, or fundraiser, or are looking for your next date night activity, Movies of Del Rey is the perfect choice. Come on down to Movies of Del Rey, located at 7421 West Atlantic Ave in Delray Beach, or visit us online at moviesofdelray.com.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like people, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40+ works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Dr. Hilary Taylor at drthc.net. I have my doctorate in clinical psychology and now practice as a certified life coach. At Dr. Taylor's Holistic Community, we will work together using a holistic approach to improve and maintain your wellness and take the first steps towards creating the life that you want, need, and deserve. Call me today at 1-833-552-4442 and remember drthc.net.
Watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We have a new guest joining us. We've got Claudia Barrington, certified clinical thermographer, joining us. And it's been a while. And actually, Claudia, we met through Joey. When Joey went to the Eco Trail Trekker event, he did a lot of marketing for us, and he brought us Claudia's information. And I thought, Claudia is a registered nurse and a thermographer. I'm not sure if you know what a thermographer is, but I'm going to let Claudia explain what that is. I find it fascinating. So welcome.
Hi, thank you. A thermographer. Well, I perform the imaging using the technology of thermography. It's digital infrared thermal imaging. It's totally non-invasive, it's safe, and it's painless.
And you can do, here I'm going to give you the one for pain, and we have a lot of pictures. So what you sent us a lot of for breast health, but as well as other people. So let's start, I guess, is breast health and thermography the most common, widely used for the thermography?
Well, in my service, yes. I primarily do breast screening.
All right, so let's put up some of these images, and we'll let Claudia explain it. It's non-invasive, and it works through heat.
The thermal imager is capturing your skin temperature.
So this picture here,
Mm-hmm.
what do the colors represent?
Your skin temperature is a reflection of the current physiology that's going on. So your warmer colors go from yellow to red to white, white being the hottest, and they're going to be indicative of inflammation to begin with. Irritation, they could also be a sign of infection. And then your cooler colors go from green to blue, and green is neutral.
All right, so let's put up one of, I guess one of the breast pictures. We can start with that. You show what's normal.
I wanted to ask, it says vascular inflammatory pain. That vascular is the arteries and then veins?
Veins are vascular, part of the vascular system.
Like in the back of the leg?
Yeah.
Hammies and hamstrings, and this picks up inflammation.
So that's, yes, it's the only modality that can see inflammation.
This is unbelievable. See this? Is the
I
NFL using this?
I think we've got pictures of the hands and the feet also that you had sent. So, and of the legs. So if you want to talk about the legs, we can go to the legs.
I'm just shocked that you can actually see inflammation inside the leg because it's white. So that's informing there's inflammation in the leg.
What?
Wow.
What picture are you looking at?
Let's look. Let's put up a picture.
Put up one.
Yeah, they can see any inflammatory processes that's going on.
So this
this is the breast imaging. Okay. So your top image is normal, and the reason that it's normal is because it's symmetrical. The colors and the patterns are symmetrical from one side to the other. We are normally symmetrical in our body when it comes to our skin temperature. So how they review the images is by one side compared to the other side. So if you look at the lower image where it says it's an abnormal thermogram, you can see in the left breast that there's a large heat pattern there. That is the suspicious vascular pattern that's associated with breast cancer.
Is that the upper one or the lower one?
The lower one.
Okay. Oh, I see. The red spot?
Left breast.
Correct.
All right, so let's
The image is flipped.
Now the blue on that image means everything's okay?
It just means it's cooler.
It's cooler, so there's no inflammation, nothing to worry about. Okay.
All right, so let's see another one. And how there? So this is. Why would somebody do this? You would start with a baseline.
This is a progressive series. So the initial image is the top image, and because there was a suspicious area in the right upper breast, we always have the individual come back for a retake in 3 months so we can set a stable baseline. So she came back, the pattern had begun to change, so that's a red flag. So they continued to monitor her, and it progressed, that pattern progressed and evolved. So she ended up having breast cancer.
So at what point, though, would you go and get further help? Because by 12 months, she's sitting there of maybe something.
Right. If I remember correctly, I think she had a mammogram at the time she did the second one, and nothing showed up. And then they repeated it down the line finally something showed up, but it was long after we'd seen the changes.
Wow, so 12 months she sat and you saw changes and everything else kept coming back normal.
Yeah.
So they didn't trust the scan, the doctors, and they ended up waiting.
Well,
too
I
long?
don't, I don't know this individual personally, so
I
I'm
got
not quite sure what
Okay.
transpired with her.
All right, so let's put up the legs that you just had up.
Yes. So those are showing you different inflammatory vascular scenarios. So the phlebitis we know is inflammation of the vessels, one of the main vessels. So you can see it's all lit up, it's white and red. Same thing, the varicosity, you've heard of varicose veins.
Right.
And that's in the lower picture. Mm-hmm.
And what do you do with this information? If someone presents like this, what's their next step?
Well, of course, they have options. I mean, for the most part, people have their own practitioners that they're connected to. And the reporting interpreter, I don't read the images. I have to send them out. There's a group of physicians who do the reviews and reports. So they may very well make a suggestion on how to follow up on a given find. Mm-hmm.
All right, what's next, Slick?
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
Okay.
This
so
I thought was really interesting, Freddie, because it's the face and the shoulder. So what are you looking for here?
Well, we're able to identify any inflammatory processes. So this can be a combination of sinus issues, muscular, brachial plexus, which is nerve oriented. So it's just a combination of different anatomical representations.
So what happens is you go, you have this done, and then you take this to your doctor and explain this, and this is what you see. I want you to take a look as to what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing that concerns me about all of this is when you were doing the breast and it came back negative, and then she went and had a second one done and it got worse. Is there something that you can, because I can see the medical profession, they have their ways of doing things. And in her case, it kept saying, I mean, she went 12 months before they made a move. Is there something or someone, is there an organization that you take it to, there are a bunch of doctors that use this more intensely than others?
There are some physicians who embrace it, or I should say recognize it, more than the rest of the group. Everybody has their own, each client has their own connections and who they work with. So they have to kind of start there. Of course, there's always multiple options of care and approach. And
Is there a certain demographic or age group that is more interested in thermography than another?
my client base is probably 40s to 60s would be the majority.
That's a big range span, though.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Look at the hands. Well, the disharmony in the heart I thought was interesting, so I wanted to put that in there, Freddie. Also, as we have Angel coming in talking about our aging population.
Right.
What does that mean? You're looking at what disharmony in the heart. What would it show you?
That means the vascular flow is hindered or reduced, so that individual is probably have some cardiac, insufficiency.
So at this point, you would say, I would highly recommend you go see your cardiologist based on that. Mm-hmm. So you can find things, and you may have no symptoms. People could have no symptoms. Ovarian cancer as well is one of the leading, pancreatic cancer, one of the leading cancers that go undiagnosed until there are symptoms. This might show up in thermography as different heat when you scan the body?
Right. When we're imaging, say, the abdomen, and the physicians are reporting, so they're looking for abnormal patterns. So in their report, they're going to correlate that abnormal pattern with either a muscle group or an organ group, okay? Because we don't see structure, right? So they're just looking at patterns and temperature differentials of those patterns.
You know, it's so interesting because you hear people who are diagnosed suddenly stage 4 pancreatic cancer, stage 4 ovarian cancer. No symptoms until you're stage 4. But this might actually pick up a heat, a different sensitivity, and you can say to your doctor, you know what, this is what this showed. Can we run some more exams? So it can be used as a screening tool.
Exactly. And not only that, but you can go in and have it done, and all of a sudden, what you weren't looking for is there. I love the one here with the break in the leg. They found a stress fracture.
That's interesting.
And then they did the bone scan. They had it confirmed the stress fracture, but they didn't see it the first time around. Stress fractures are very difficult to see. It's not until you break the damn place that all of a sudden everything hurts. Inflammation of the feet. If you have diabetes, you get inflammation all over the place. So I probably light up like a Christmas tree because this is what happens. And this is amazing. I don't understand the question of any of this. This should be done all the time. This is ridiculous. Now, again, here we go.
It's a fascinating technology. It's been around since the 60s. It was invented in the 60s. It's used all over the world. Yeah.
Does insurance cover it?
It depends on the insurance policy. Some
Okay,
do,
so
some
some
don't.
insurances do.
Some do,
So that's
some
come
don't.
a long way since you and I first started interviewing, and it was all private pay back in the day.
Do you have to be like stripped down naked to have the scan, or do you do it over the clothes?
Basically, well, for the ladies, as far as their breasts are concerned, of course, they have to bare them. If we're doing more imaging, then I have the client leave on their underwear. They're either men in their briefs or, women in their underwear.
And is
But
there a
everything else has to
tube
come off.
when you do it? Is there something
No,
they lay
there's
down in?
No, they sit or stand.
And you have a wand or something?
No, nothing touches them.
Oh, really?
It's done with a camera,
Camera?
I
Yeah.
think.
You know, we should put a camera out in front and just scan everybody. I mean, think about intelligence here. You got something here that can tell you if something's going on. Because a lot of times you don't know what's going on. A lot of times you say you feel great, and then all of a sudden you start going, man, what the hell is going on over here? And then they do this, and they see the inflammation and the depth of it, and you wait until it's too late, and all of a sudden this comes out, right?
Yep.
So we should have it hooked up so you walk in and say, hey, check you out up on the screen. You better go see a doctor.
No radiation, no nothing. And that is
Nothing.
what
Right.
people are
It's
saying.
Like it's like a picture?
It's an image, yeah.
It's fascinating. I mean, imagine what you can find, even MRIs and all the things that you're going through, and you look at things and you go, here's your screening
could
tool,
put
cancers.
Slick's head
You
in
have
it.
to understand the other modalities that are currently used. So that's MRIs, CAT scans, PET scans, regular X-rays, ultrasounds. They're all classified as structural in their representation. So it's totally different information. This is physiological.
Pets
Interesting.
must be great because they don't talk.
I think I put one up for pets also, Slick. Have you ever scanned a pet?
Not personally. No,
And look
but
at this one.
they-
This looks like a key in there.
No, well, that's a little arrow down there.
Okay.
That's a man, and he's got breast cancer on the lower image.
Wow.
Yeah. It doesn't happen that often, but it
But it does happen.
does. It can, yeah.
We should put Slick in this thing, see what it comes back.
It's a camera. It's unbelievable. How much time does it take to do a scan?
Depends on how many images. So,
Wow.
I mean, I can image a whole body in probably 15 minutes.
That's it? So 15 minutes
I
is
have to
what's
do it in
in?
sections.
Yeah. Now, do you do this at people's office, or do they come to your office? How do you work that?
I'm strictly mobile in my service, so I travel to different offices throughout the course of the month.
And do you need a prescription?
No.
So look at this is fascinating. I'm reading it as he posted low back pain, and it was a kidney infection.
And there it is.
And so it really wasn't her back. It was a kidney infection,
Well,
in
the
fact.
pain was projecting to her back.
Right.
This is unbelievable. I'm floored.
Diverticulitis was diagnosed also.
This
Wow.
should be used everywhere. Rather than to do $50,000
Right, think
worth of
about it. You go for
exams,
endoscopies, you go for colonoscopies, you go for all mammograms and ultrasounds, and wow, what is a typical price point for a breast screening?
The breast scan is $175.
And that's even less than a mammogram.
What
than
about
an
a full
ultrasound.
body scans, toes to head?
Head to toe is $450.
So let me get this right.
You're on the money trail.
I went to a cardiologist and I ran for 12 minutes on this and I was having a bad day. What can I tell you? So she heard a blip.
I remember that.
And I said, you what? You heard a blip. I said, do you want me to go? She says, no. Now we have to do a $50,000 workup on you. What? So I came back 2 weeks later. That's when I started walking and running, and I watched my weight. I went back. I said, okay, let's do this. And they put this contraption on my head, and they put the nuclear stuff in there so they could glow like a tree, the whole nine. And here I go. I'm running backwards, upside down, handstands, the whole nine. She says, who the hell are you? If I had done this, they would have said there was no blip, thank God, knock on wood. It was nothing. She brought in another doctor and says, okay, I see patient 1, who's patient 2? I might tell you this story. She says, the same guy. What? I don't understand why this isn't done before anything else should be done. So we can find things that if it bothers you, we can see how severe it is. Am I like off track here?
And there are things they'll find that you may not even realize. And I go back to ovarian cancer and pancreatic cancer that you may not have symptoms until you have symptoms.
Backache,
and by then it's
right? You ever have a kidney stone?
no. But
Wait,
my
you ever
dad
had a
has.
kidney stone?
Are we an
Ever have a
autopilot
kidney
look?
stone? You had a kidney stone?
No, I didn't have, I've never had a kidney.
Who's running board, Bailey?
Yes, I'm autopilot.
I had a kidney stone. I had a kidney stone one time. And I went to the hospital. I crawled to the hospital. I
Sure
know
you
what
did.
giving birth almost feels like. And the nurses, the RN's name was Michelle. Same name as my ex-wife. And she tried to make me laugh. And they gave me a medicine that did not work. And I said to her, if you don't give me medicine that works, I'm going to jump out of this gurney. I'm going to beat you to death. Then they gave me what I needed. And it went away, and they put you in with the sonar and all, then they break it apart. But I thought at the beginning of that pain, it was my back, because I played sports at the time. And I thought I had a sports injury. So I didn't run to the hospital. I didn't run nowhere. Until I woke up one day, I couldn't even breathe. Forget about breathing. It was short, because I couldn't breathe. The pain was so intense. So I'm saying, why don't we just cut to the chase?
This would be great for orthopedic offices,
Everybody.
GYN offices, people who come in. My sister's friend had back pain. She went to the orthopedist. They scanned her spine, found out she had lung cancer. Stage 4, invasive lung cancer. No symptoms, not a smoker, nothing. Healthy, runner, miles, eats healthy, clean, you name it, lung cancer. You never know.
It's just
This
bad
was
genes.
incredible. What is the best way for people to contact you or find out more information?
My number, my business number is 954-422-8766. I do have a website that's sfthermography.com.
Check this out, SF for South Florida, thermography.com. Thank you so much for joining us, Claudia Barrington.
Claudia, how did you like the event that you were at? Were people surprised as I am that you were there with this?
Yes, yeah. I had a lot of inquiries, and yes.
He called me, what's today, Thursday? He called me Tuesday. He's in California. He's
Oh,
coming
wow.
back. He wants us to start putting together a package because he wants it bigger next year. I think they're going to hold it at the same place.
Oh, Paul did.
Mhm.
Yep. And so
And-
Joey gave us Claudia's information.
Yep, and they want to do it bigger and better. And I can only imagine having a show where you're actually doing something for someone. How astounding people would be like, wow, look at this. I mean, I'm floored. I'm still floored today. I'm floored at some of this stuff, how it works. My father had a cracked rib. He has 6 cracked ribs because he fell. And I took him to the hospital, and they told me he was fine, don't worry about it. But my father was telling me, I can't breathe. So I took him to another clinic, and they took an x-ray. And they said, there's nothing wrong with it. I says, can you take an x-ray this way? Because they were doing it this way. And they found it. And they had to strap him up. You know, there's nothing you could do for ribs, cracked ribs. But my goodness gracious, I thought I was going to lose him that day because he was in a lot of pain. This would have picked it up right away. That's why I'm so surprised with the stress fracture picture. It would have picked it up right away. They would have known what it was and everything else. But he walked around 24 hours in excruciating pain.
Well,
not
your
knowing what it
dad's
was.
like this just amazing man that if he admitted to being in pain, it had to be bad.
He was crying and everything. This should be everywhere. You know, maybe we set up something up in the loft and make people go up there and get it done. This should be, I'm totally serious. This is an unbelievable machine and technology. It should be.
It just shows you again that you have to be your own advocate. When I went to the doctor on Monday, I'm thinking, we have not done a pelvic ultrasound in years. I haven't done, I mean, I did the mammogram, but anything below the waist, unless you're uncomfortable, they don't look for routinely. And it always amazes me that as a woman, we're screened for mammograms every year, plus ultrasound if you add that in. Men for endoscopies or whatever, I mean colonoscopies every 10 years. You're not checking for things until 10 years. I mean, there's so many things for screening that you can do this routinely for a minimal price. To me, it's a no-brainer, right? You get peace of mind for what it is.
For the head to toe, that's nothing.
It's amazing. It would have to put you incredibly at peace. Like we talked to Wayne, we're going to talk about that. When you set things up, you just have a little bit more peace in your mind saying, you know what, everything's good. Or, I need to go to the doctor and find this out before I even have symptoms. Thank you.
Yeah, my mother she was in Puerto Rico when she was alive, and I heard that she had breast cancer. My niece told me this, and you know, it like threw me for a loop here, and I said, what? So I flew out, I ran to the airport, I flew out, and I had a specialist here in West Palm Beach, a doctor that I had interviewed on Freddie Fixer's show. And I went to the doctor's office, and I had all the records sent to her. And she said, Freddie, good news. She's a 0. I didn't know what that meant. And she says, they see something suspicious, and they're going to give her a choice of whether or not to remove or what have you. And she did have it removed and what have you. I just think back as to what I went through, what my sister went through, what my father went through when we had to rush and we dropped everything and rush it to the hospital. And in Puerto Rico, I'm going to tell you, this machine should be a building put there, because the medical treatment is not the same as here. That's not to say it's bad, but it's just not as good. And if this was there, you would have been able to see what's going on, and they would have known right away. But they scare the hell out of us, man. I'm going to tell you something.
Before we go to commercial, who reads the reports?
There's a group of physicians who do the reviews and interpretations.
So you're doing the scan and you're sending it to a radiologist or a physician that's reading it?
They're thermologists.
Thermologists, wow. Interesting.
Interesting is right.
Thank you so much, Claudia. This is always fascinating to me. 954-422-8766. Check this out. Claudia Barrington, I appreciate you joining us. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, you talk about peace of mind. We got Wayne Henry in the house. Dignity Memorial, Southeast Florida. Look how peaceful he is.
Yeah, he's always peaceful.
Stay tuned.
I am so glad today we got an early start. Where are we headed anyway?
Who knows? Wherever this glorious day takes us, and we'll take Don Pablo along too. Rich and flavorful with low acidity and notes of caramel. No matter where you're going or where you end up, Don Pablo never disappoints.
Excuse me, is that Don Pablo coffee?
Sure is.
Do you have any more?
Sure do.
Then hop in.
No matter where life takes you, Don Pablo Coffee is always there to pick you up.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help.
Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Justin Mooney is special counsel of the Florida office of Hinman, Howard & Cattell Attorneys. Justin's practice focuses on tax, estate planning, guardianship, probate, and trust administration. His passion is to provide clients with sophisticated estate plans which carry out their wishes, reduce any potential taxes, and preserve wealth for future generations. The attorneys of Hinman, Howard & Cattell provide first-class legal services and have achieved a reputation for excellence for over a century, staying on the leading edge of the law. When you need representation or legal counsel, contact Justin Mooney at 561-276-1008 or jmooney@hhk.com.
Watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
He is. So before we get over to Wayne Henry Dignity Memorial, Southeast Florida, we got to meet with Brittany yesterday, and it was so much fun. She is lovely. And Brittany met Rosie. Who else was here with Brittany yesterday? Dr. THC.
Hilary.
It's always interesting to see different people connect in different ways.
Because they had a connection about the psychology and how people freak out talking about what Wayne does.
It's like you have at our transition.
What transition?
We run like a smooth-oiled machine here.
What is he not doing now?
It's that lasagna that went to his head, Wayne.
What's he not doing?
Let's see.
This portion of the show is sponsored by Dignity Memorial Southeast Florida. Whether you're planning ahead or need immediate service, do it with Dignity. Dignity Memorial, every detail remembered.
Isn't that lovely?
On point.
Very
on
nice.
point.
Alyssa put that together, so I thought that was really
You're
nice.
a well-oiled machine. Right on point.
But I have to say, Wayne, we have enjoyed so much you being a part of our cafe family, and we are definitely going to miss you as part of the Dignity family here at the cafe.
Thank you.
I
It's
wish
just
you-
it's been a highlight to my week for years now.
Wow.
So it's just been great to be on the show and meet so many different people and help so many people put their arrangements in place. So it's been great to be with you guys, and you've become good friends as well as
It's been
colleagues.
fantastic. So you always have a home here with us, whether you're with Dignity or not. Please don't be a stranger. Come visit.
Thank you. I know it's sad. It's my last appearance,
I know.
known appearance for a while. So I'm about to go on vacation, and then I'll be starting a new position the end of March. beginning of April. Yeah, I'll keep back the tears, but it's been a pleasure helping people. And for those that don't know, Dignity Memorial, we take care of things for your family, ideally decades in advance. Basically, we can put together any pre-arrangement plan to fit any budget, really. Ideally, you do this for yourself decades in advance. But if you do have an aging parent or a spouse and you haven't done your pre-arrangements as part of your estate plan, we certainly encourage everyone to put those things in place. Hopefully, you won't need it for a while, but you never know.
And you hope you never do, but it has been an eye-opening experience, to say the least. And Freddie and I, we go through a lot of things in a day and through the years. And if you had been, we always say to people, when you work with us, we ask for a minimum of 3 months, because we honestly feel if you're not going to invest 3 months as a business transaction, then do with what you were doing before. And you started with us years ago, and you can see the power of networking, the power of business growth, the power of advertising uniquely, because we do have a unique way of doing it. And I don't know how many deals you have put together, but I know how many people have worked with you and put deals together from our little network of the world.
Yeah, I personally have helped a lot of people that I've met through the show, various ways. But I know as well, because we're always promoting the wider network, Dignity Memorial. So who knows how many people have gone on the website, found someone in their local area, because we are a large organization. We have places all over North America, Canada, and Puerto Rico. So I'm sure a lot of people have gone to the website, found one of my colleagues, and have been helped as well. So, a lot of what we do say is, please pre-arrange, please pre-arrange, please pre-arrange. It's going to be better for you and your family, emotionally and financially. But if you don't, and something happens, we're still going to take care of you and your family. It's always going to be a difficult time, but and we get a lot of calls where someone has just passed away or is about to, and of course we help in that situation as well. So,
so many different options. And Brittany was so great yesterday, and Dr. THC was here, and her parents have plots one place, and we're not disclosing anything that we did not disclose on air yesterday. So you can rewind it. Her parents have plots somewhere. She does not. She does not have children and didn't know what to do. Yeah. So we said, can be a part of our community. And so she was talking to Brittany about it, and she's like, I feel like I've got a home. And we joke and laugh about it, but to honestly think that in your afterlife, you're going to be with a community that you were with in your present life, I think, again, gives some peace of mind. It's a built-in family.
Yeah, I mean, I've met a lot of people. I've worked for Dignity for over 3 years, and I've met a lot of people, helped a lot of people, and always, when I'm helping someone put their pre-arrangements in place, there's always a sense of relief for that person, saying, thank you. I've gotten a lot of hugs, just saying, thank you. It's a big relief knowing that if something happens to me, I know that I've just made it easier for my family, and that's a big part of it. And we often say to people, think about if something happened to you unexpectedly, heaven forbid, some car wreck or something where there's no notice. Who would be most affected by that? Who in your family would have to take care of things? So why wouldn't you put things in place to make that easier for them? And that's the main motivation for most people, saying, yeah, that's a good idea. As part of my wider estate plan, my retirement plan, I'm going to put those things in place so it's funded. And we know that prices double every 7 to 10 years, so the earlier you do it, the better. You're going to save a lot of money. But more importantly, you spare your family having to make those decisions for you. They don't have to guess what you would have wanted for yourself. You've got it all there, and it's minimal decisions for them to make. Basically, whatever you've put in place, when do you want to have that done is what your family's left to decide. Maybe decide what flower arrangement, if you're doing flowers, or what stationery. But it's very minimal compared to having to come in and make those arrangements. And I've seen a lot of tough cases where we've had siblings fighting over what their parent would have wanted. It's not fun. So, we just say, make it easier for your family, please. Save them some money. But if that's not a motivator for you, that emotional burden is pretty heavy, we know. Even when pre-arrangements are in place in many ways, but it certainly is so much easier when pre-arrangements are in place. So please investigate, if not with dignity, with some other provider. We are the best, biggest and best, I think. We've taken care of every president and first lady since Eisenhower. We do a lot of VIPs, but our main focus is in our local communities, and we go above and beyond what our families expect most of the time, and really make that horrible day a bit better. So just investigate that for yourselves, your family, make that easier, put those things in place so you don't have to worry about it.
We've met so many great people.
And I gotta tell you, it seems like such a small thing, but until you find a place that you feel comfortable with, you may have to visit 2 or 3 places. Not every place is the same. It's not treated the same. Your closest family, after you do these things, they say, I didn't realize that's what you wanted. Because it's not something you bring up all the time.
Yeah.
So a lot of things happen when you put this together. Finances, that's one. The burden is another one. Tranquility among those that care about you the most, I think, is the biggest one. Because you visit these places, and they're all nice. It's not, it's just others are nicer.
When you went and looked, did you look at understanding that my family will come here versus my family won't go there?
I did. But
You looked at it different ways.
But it didn't hit me until I went to that funeral here in Boca. Because I was talking about, let me go to Boca, because I live in Boca. It's easy, right? When I got there, it wasn't easy. And that was not a dignity place. Right. It was something else. And this place was tough to get to. It was in the middle of a very hilly area. People that were there, I had to help them get there. There were people sitting on tombstones because it was a trek trying to get to the place where they were burying the body. So I learned a lot. I learned a lot about how it feels, not only, it's not how it feels for me, but it feels about seniors my age, my kids. Strollers, forget about it. You ain't bringing a stroller in there. You have to carry kids if you're going to be going with kids.
Well, you think of wheelchairs, though. Forget
about that. That ain't going to happen there either. What's going to end up happening, nobody's going to come see you.
Because you think about it, at that point, you hope everyone passes older, and then it's the spouse who's in a wheelchair or a walker going to visit.
Nobody is going to go through that hike. People will tell you, oh, yeah. They're not going to. So you want to make it as comfortable as possible. And for me, it got to be walk up, walk out. That's all I say. No walk up, no walk out. And the honest truth here is that everybody says nobody's going to come see me. That isn't true either. People do go. Family does go. They do. Don't make it difficult, and they will come even further. So.
The bottom line is there are a lot of options, a lot more than you think. So we help people, and I met both of you multiple times, and we consider different things, and so it was an honor to help you guys both put your things in place for your family. And it's, we did it well in advance, and that's ideal. So that's all we say to people is, let us help you, consider all the options. There are a lot of different things to consider, a lot of different payment options as well. We really try to do what we can to make it affordable. The biggest way that you can make it affordable for yourself is to do it now. Do it ahead. The earlier the better. Don't put it off. If you say, oh, I'm still young, I'll think about it in 10 years, the prices are going to double in 10 years. So just think about that. We can help you put it in place with very little money, lock in that price. We can do a payment plan so it's not a huge financial burden now. We can spread it out. Whereas if something did happen to you unexpectedly, your family has to not only decide what they're going to do, but cough up 100% whatever the prices are in the future. So don't do that to them. Make it easier. It's really tough to make decisions when something's urgent. It's not nice. So I know it's not a nice thing to think about, but
put it in place.
Accept reality. 100% of us eventually are not going to be here. So what do you want to be done with you when that time comes.
That's how I met him.
Make those decisions.
The one thing you and I definitely do is we have those uncomfortable conversations.
We do, but you gotta have them.
But you gotta have them, and we have them open here. And it's interesting when I told you I went to visit my mother-in-law, a conversation that no one would have with her until we sat down. And I had this Sunday night. I put all of my plans in place, and she said, "That is so amazing," and her reason why she hadn't or had. But no one had ever had the conversation with her because no one wanted to upset Mom. She wasn't ready to hear it. Well, maybe she was ready to hear it.
Yeah.
Just maybe no one decided to have the conversation with her.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting perspective on both sides.
Well, I had the conversation with my sister, and I found out that she doesn't want to be cremated because that's not the way we grew up. She says, you know, we weren't raised that way. Nobody in our family is cremated. Nobody. My kids, that's a different story. Her kids, I found out yesterday. They apparently are going to be married, and they're going to be cremated and turned into a tree or something. I don't know. Everybody's going to be.
Is anyone married yet? Her kids? No.
No.
Okay.
And then I'm saying, you know, hello.
Slick's engaged.
I mean,
Slick,
you know,
we got room at the inn for you.
My sister said, listen, I'm not going to worry about them. I'm going to worry about me. They have, like, Lisa has a little boy, and he's going to grow up to be a man. And
they'll put their plans in place when they're ready to put their plans in place.
But I gave him an option. I said, listen, if this happens today, or it happens within him growing up or something you want to place, what would you do? They said cremation.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean they're going to be in Florida. I said, okay.
Yeah, so the benefits, doing it ahead, you get to decide what you want. If you do it with the Dignity Memorial location, it is transferable in the future. So if you do move to another state, even Canada or Puerto Rico, whatever pre-arrangement you have in place will go with you. So any other Dignity Memorial location will honor that at no additional charge. Even if you purchase cemetery space at a Dignity Memorial cemetery, like for like is transferable to any of other cemeteries as well. So that's something that no one else can offer.
Freddie had a question, though, before we go to commercial break.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, you asked if, in a couple years, if he wants to do an above-ground, it's not a mausoleum, it's not a tomb, but, you know,
It
the
is a
structure.
mausoleum,
Can he upgrade?
Not at that Garden Sarah.
Okay.
So Garden Sarah, it's either in ground or you can do a bench.
No, but I saw some above.
Not in Sarah.
Okay.
All right. But other places you can, which is interesting.
Yes, yeah.
Who should people contact? Or
So,
Jackie?
Brooklyn Cafe has joined the Dignity Memorial Benefit Program. So any viewer has an automatic 10% off current prices anywhere in our network. To find any of our locations, dignitymemorial.com. There's a button that says find a funeral home or a cemetery in my area. Put in your zip code or city name. A map comes up with all of our locations in your area. Now that, as you're a member of our benefit program, that's listed on our national site. So any of our other locations can see that you're part of that membership to get that discount. But any of my colleagues anywhere in Florida or wider throughout our network would be happy to help anyone look at the options and hopefully put something in place for you and your family.
Awesome. Well, Wayne, thank you for everything you've done for us as a studio, us as our crew, and us for all of our family. You are always part of our family. Have a wonderful
thanks, guys.
vacation.
Thank you.
Where are you going? Back.
We're going to
Russia.
Antigua.
Ukraine.
We're going to Antigua. I may not come back.
I do not blame you.
Depends on how things go.
It's National Tortilla Chip Day. He's going to stay.
Have a tortilla and Antigua.
A tortilla and a pint, and we may see Wayne in a couple of weeks.
We'll see him again in a couple of years.
A couple years, who knows? Might have to swim back.
But in all seriousness, we can always get you in touch with someone from Dignity Memorial as Wayne goes on to new adventures. We wish you the best of luck, and thank you so much for all of your support and everything with the cafe. And we had Brittany and Jackie. Hopefully we'll be able to continue sharing more information. Always contact us right here at the cafe, 888-994-4995. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, it is time to dance it out. Are you ready to get some of your stress? We got Angel, we got Ugo, we got Zumba for seniors. You did not hear that. Zumba for seniors in the house. Host of Touched by Angel Kinsey's and Ugo with us. Stay tuned, and we will be back in a few.
Attention Florida residents. Is constant water damage from the elements putting holes in your pipes and your wallet? We cut the cost when disaster strikes. You deserve to have your house be a home again. At Triumph, we get you paid the most for your insurance claims. Broken pipes, water damage, and mold? Triumph Consulting covers it all. Call our offices now to qualify for a free house inspection at 954-669-4935 or visit www.wegetYouPaid.com.
Yo, what's up? Baby, let's go! Welcome to our website. We got loads of news and gossip for you today. But first, here's a new song.
Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
You got this. Skeleton Crew.
He scares me.
He's awesome.
Look, he's putting pictures up. He's all over the place.
Super fun times. Look at that. Jeez, did you do that?
Right.
Super fun times?
Yeah. It's been up all day. What's wrong with that?
I think that's hilarious. I love that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's awesome. Time to have some super fun times here. Wayne's hanging out with us today. We've got Angel Kinsey's, our host of Touch by Angel, and Ugo with us, joining us. We're going to be talking to them, Zumba for seniors, and then Angel has her show Monday night, and then she's moving to Thursdays, every other Thursday right here at the cafe, starting second week in March.
Yep.
Got all that?
Yep.
All right, so let's chit-chat and say hi to Angel and Ugo. Hey, guys, how are you doing? We're very excited to have you. We love the set around you.
I know, we got all the Brooklyn Cafe, balloons. I feel
assume
like
they're
Dawn
gonna
and
dance
Freddie.
That's why they're far away, because they're going to be dancing for us. 100% correct.
And you guys will be dancing with us, right?
Yes.
In spirit.
Freddie's going to have to dance.
No, stand up and dance.
I'm going to watch a little bit. I got to tell you, the last time I did an event with Dawn.
Can I dance in these?
Sure, why not?
Absolutely.
The last time I did an event with Dawn, I got 6 stitches on my hand. Remember that? Remember that?
They do Zumba for seniors. Tell us about your program that you do.
Well, right now we're doing it on Zoom. So we have a studio, and where I teach, and so does Ugo. He teaches his own class, and I teach mine. And it's Zumba Gold, which specializes in seniors. And so today we're going to do 2 different songs, a little faster and one slower. And then I'm going to incorporate the chair in the first one, just to give people that think they can't do it a chance to see how it's done in the chair. And our show on March 10th, that's the first show on Thursday night. I'm going to have Ugo as a guest. And we're going to get into the myths of Zumba and the fears that people have, being intimidated by it. We want to break that stigma and show them that anybody at any age. I have a 92-year-old in my class, and she takes every class, she holds onto the chair, and she does it at 92 years old. So it's for anybody. So we really want to get that.
Angel.
Excuse me?
We once did a show down at a fitness place, and they went left and I went right, and they went right and I went left. And all Freddie did, do you remember?
Happened.
That was the day.
And that was the day you got the stitches. All he did was laugh at me because I just not so coordinated that way. Is that a problem?
No, why not?
No,
This
why
one I
not? Just go the wrong way.
The thing about Zumba, why Zumba is so... There's my phone in there. So
Even his phone is Zumba.
The phone is Zumba too.
Like is that something that Zumba for...
Get in the mood.
You want to start? I can.
Yeah. You know, in the beginning, I couldn't even move. I was 222 pounds in the first class, standing in the back, and I actually left after 10 minutes. My friend encouraged me to come back, and I came back in, and I just stood in the back of the class, and I couldn't move my legs because my knees killed me. And I just moved my arms, but I loved the music, and that was the first time Ugo was in, because he moved from Minnesota. That was the first time he was teaching, and I always loved to dance, and I just fell in love with Zumba, and I watched him, and I just thought, I love this. And then I kept coming, and in 6 months I lost 36 pounds.
Wow.
And Zumba actually wrote a story about us because he inspired me, and now I'm inspiring the seniors that I work with. And I never thought I would do that. I really didn't want to even become an instructor.
How many days a week did you start? That's a lot.
3 days a week.
3 days a week.
Three
How long
classes. And for 6 months, I lost 36 pounds. And I cut out bread and diet soda.
So 3 days a week, an hour class or half
Yes,
hour?
an hour.
An hour.
Wow, that's tremendous.
But
36
so my
pounds?
goal is between 45 and 50 minutes. It's not like a 1 hour full class. The Zumba, the normal Zumba class is 1 hour, but Zumba Gold is less, like for 45 and 50 minutes. But talking about Zumba, like we never talking before, like a Zumba is a dance fitness, Latin, dance inspire, okay? And also they have another kind of rhythm. So Zumba, we travel around the world. But the basic is Latin music. And now like we are here in Florida, most of the people, they are very familiar with salsa, with cumbia, reggaeton, and merengue. That's the four basis rhythm. Like you will be here in any Zumba class like you go. Salsa, merengue, cumbia, and reggaeton. That is the like the signing about Zumba. And then we go for dancing about tango, of tango from Argentina, flamenco for Spain, quebradita for Mexico. So all the rhythm like you can hear, it is a Zumba, and that's how Zumba is so popular right now, because it is going for a party. Who want to go for a party and do exercise?
Yeah.
You don't want to go for that.
So are we ready to do a first song?
Huh?
So do we need you out here? Or they got it on their own.
Just isolate.
Let's isolate on
three.
them, and then we'll get them up and doing the first song. Tell us what the first Zumba song we're going to do. Give us some info on that.
It's going to be a salsa, and we're going to do it together. And in part of it, I'm going to incorporate the chair, because now with Zumba Gold, that's the specialty for seniors. Zumba is regular Zumba, but Zumba Gold is for seniors, and now they even have Zumba Gold in the chair. So I'm going to incorporate the chair during the first song, and then on the second song, we're just going to do it standing. It's a little bit slower, so it's going to show the variation of all formats of how Zumba could work for any age, beginners, young, old, and it doesn't matter.
Incorporating dancing
with fitness, with exercise.
Dancing with fitness.
And that's why it makes it so much fun, because, like I was saying, the first class that I took, I thought I couldn't do it, but I loved the music, and it didn't matter that I couldn't follow. I was just moving around, and the exercise really makes you sweat and lose weight, and it's good for your heart. So I just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
So
the most important about Zumba, like you had to just move.
Right.
Don't worry about the people like it is in the front, because they are there for years. So they know the choreography. We call it Zumba the divas role, because they know your choreography. That they are the people like it's very important to have it in class, because they will give you the energy of the class. But in the same time, in my class, I never pay attention to the divas. I will pay attention to everybody. So I make everybody to feel comfortable. That's the number one. And the second is like if a person cannot move, but they are into the energy of the class and smile, I let them to do whatever they want. Like
I mean,
in Zumba,
that's what you're doing,
yeah. In
But
Zumba, you
that's-
have to be yourself, to hear the music and to be. I love the word like Angel always put it, like you have to love your innovation, like
Inhibition.
innovation.
Okay.
All right, let's
But now that's a live class. We're doing Zoom classes. So it's a totally different concept, because people are in their home and, they're not in a class where they're competing with other people or people are in the way. So it's really nice, because they could do it at their own pace. And they don't have to get up and get dressed, and it's very comfortable, and they love it. And especially for the seniors, they love the Zoom. A lot of them don't even want to go back into a facility. So, and the nice thing also about the Zoom is we could get people from all over the world. We just have to let them know that it's Eastern Standard Time. So I've had people in Paris, Canada, New York, California in my classes. So
All right,
that's great.
Let's try one. Let's see what it looks like.
All right.
Okie doke.
Go ahead. Let me see. Go ahead. Let me see you go.
Welcome to Sunshine Senior Solutions, a medical supply company that puts patients first. Sunshine Senior Solutions offers durable medical equipment and services to help simplify the lives of patients, caregivers, and their families. Visit our website at sunshineseniorsolutions.com. Sunshine Senior Solutions, bringing the heart back to healthcare.
Hey everyone, I'm Lady Ashley, and this is my husband, Big John.
The muscle behind the hustle.
We are the creators of this very unique party planning business, Lady Ashley Party Planning. We are known for all the details. We specialize in gorgeous balloon decor, floral displays, and handle all of your party planning needs from A to Z.
Please feel free to visit our website at ladyashleypartyplanning.com. Our email is abpartyplanning@yahoo.com, and our phone number is 561-542-2296.
We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Cafe t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Cafe coffee with Dawn and Freddie in a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping!
Justin Mooney is special counsel of the Florida office of Hinman, Howard, and Cattell attorneys. Justin's practice focuses on tax, estate planning, guardianship, probate, and trust administration. His passion is to provide clients with sophisticated estate plans which carry out their wishes, reduce any potential taxes, and preserve wealth for future generations. The attorneys of Hinman, Howard, and Cattell provide first-class legal services and have achieved a reputation for excellence for over a century, staying on the leading edge of the law. When you need representation or legal counsel, contact Justin Mooney at 561-276-1008 or jmooney@hhk.com.
Watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we are back. The moving sets around a little bit. I'm excited to be able to sit here with my friend Wayne Henry as we're talking Zumba. You know, I watch at the gym and everyone has so much fun and they look fantastic. And I think, I would not look so good doing that. And you guys look amazing. You make it look effortless and flawless. And how much weight have you lost, Angel?
I lost 36 pounds in 6 months, starting the beginning of my weight. I was 222, and so 6 months. And then because of that, Zumba wrote an article about us in their first magazine that came on the internet. They used to mail magazine, and they stopped. So we were in that first Zumba, what is it called, E-Life. And they wrote an article
It's amazing.
inspiring others.
What's the next one we're going to do?
We're going to do a cha-cha.
A cha-cha.
Take it
Sometimes
down
I
a
feel
little
like cha-cha's
slower.
like life. 1 step up, 2 steps back. You go around. It's like doing the cha-cha.
It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Freddie, you like the cha-cha? Are you going to do the cha-cha with them? They say it's very
Freddie, you
sexy.
can come and I'll just kind of guide you.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
I've been summoned to do the cha-cha.
You should go. Well, Slick, what do I need to do with the music for them?
Yeah, you can do the cha-cha.
You could do it with Freddie.
All right.
I
Are you
wanna
ready to
get
play it on the
Freddie here,
iPad?
And I want to just get him
Now?
standing.
You ready to play it on your iPod? Ugo, you ready?
You ready?
Right now, sure.
Yep. We're going to play the second one.
Yeah.
We're going to get all that queued up, and we're going to get Angel and Bailey's going to do the cha-cha. Bailey, you like to dance? I do like to dance every now and then. I think you'd be great at it. Ever done the cha-cha before?
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. See if you can follow along.
Ready?
Ready?
Sure.
All right.
When marimba rhythm starts to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. Ta, ta, ta. Quien será la que me quiere a mí? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será la que me dé su amor? Yo no sé, yo no sé. Other dancers will be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. Ta, ta, ta. I can hear the sound of violins long before they begin. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. ¿Quién será la que me quiere a mí? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será la que me dé su amor? Yo no sé, yo no sé. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now.
You have fun. And she was having fun. She was laughing. It was great.
That was amazing. I love it.
We just didn't get Freddie up here.
Have you Freddie up there? Cha-cha next time. Slick, how you like that? And Angel, what do we have coming up for you on Monday's show?
Monday, I have a special guest that's going to talk about the benefits of senior living communities. There's a lot of misconceptions about it. A lot of seniors are afraid to talk about it. They don't want to think about it. And we have a lot of topics that we're going to hit all about their questions and answers, their fears, their concerns. It's going to answer a lot of different questions about living in a senior community on the different levels.
What type of community do you have coming in? Is it one that has assisted, independent memory care,
Yeah, you know, years ago they used to have just nursing homes. So if you got sick, you went in a nursing home and you were mixed with all kinds of different levels. Nowadays, it's totally different. It's not like that. If you're sick and you need rehab, they'll send you to a nursing home. But we're going to be talking about the 55 and over communities. You have to be 55 and over. Yes, if you wanted to, you can go check them out. And that's what we're going to encourage people to go out there because like the gentleman before said, you never know when your day is up, you know? So there's different levels. There's independent where you have your own apartment. Totally, you pay one price, everything's taken care of. It's like a resort. They have swing pool, they go to movies, they go to casino, they go out.
Yeah.
Totally independent, you know, especially if you're alone. Or if you're a couple and you have a spouse maybe that needs extra care and it's hard for you to do. There's so many benefits. And in Florida, they're absolutely beautiful. I taught classes in some of them. And they're more active than some of the younger people. So we're going to talk about all that. It's going to be very, very interesting. It's not just for seniors, it's also for younger people because there's a lot of people that are younger that are taking care of their parents. So they need to think about it. And it's better that you're well enough to pick out what you want before you get too sick and then they put you wherever they're going to put you.
Absolutely true.
So we're going to talk all about the senior communities and all the benefits.
That's fantastic. Is it one community in particular, or you have an agent coming in?
A lot. I have a top agent that's coming in, and they're going to talk about all of it.
Very nice.
So you could ask questions. You could call in after.
It's going to be very exciting, and you've got a new sponsor to your show, Sunshine Senior Solutions.
Yes.
So that's where we've been running back and forth to get their commercial to Comcast, so it can start airing on Monday.
Great.
Which is really, really fantastic.
And now she's getting more famous than me now.
No.
She's got a great message to spread and well needed, and your audience, huge demographic. I'm now going to be entering the senior demographic in a month. You ready for this?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm going to be 55. I will be a senior soon.
Oh, she will get the benefits.
I know.
Some places are at 50.
Hey, don't kick it. You know, you could join AARP when you're 20. Anybody could join.
I think it's only like
Can you?
$12 for
It's
the
not
year.
age restricted anymore.
It's $12 a year right now, I think.
Yeah,
Right, it's
$12
$12
a year
for the
for
year.
any age.
What do you get for that?
Well, I get
A lot of
coupons
benefits.
to go to different places like the movies and things of that
Discount on hotels and things like that. A lot of things.
Even life insurance. They got a plan, a term life that I'm going to get, very cheap. You just can't die for 2 years. Other than that, it's very good.
Car rentals, all kinds of things.
All types,
Yeah.
all types
The
of
gym too.
Oh yeah, the gym.
What gym do you work at, Hugo?
I work in Palm Beach Gym in Hidden Valley.
Okay.
And just right there in Busybody Premium in 20th Street with Dixie.
Oh, it's very
what-
close. It's
yeah.
next to the French place that we were telling you about.
And then Zoom. And then he does
And Zoom too.
And how do people find your link on Zoom? How do they find your
Well,
classes,
to me,
Angel?
they can email me,
Okay.
Zumba with Hugo with 2H at gmail.com. And so I teach every single Saturday, every Saturday at 3 p.m. Miami time, you know, like for Zoom for NSA, we have people for around the world. So you can email me and I give you all the information. And yeah.
And for my classes, I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I do a 10:30 strength and balance, and that's in a chair and standing. That's a really popular class because I have silver sneakers. And also at 11:20, I do a Zumba Gold on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So they could contact me at angelkinsey's@gmail.com for the Zoom classes.
And also for what I teach in the two places, also they accepted silver sneaker too. So you are silver sneaker, so you can go for both classes and you can get the class for what you say. Like at 55, you have all the benefit to get for free. Your Medicare insurance pay for that. So I have a lot of senior coming
A
from
lot
my
of
class.
seniors, yeah. You'll be
And
surprised.
those people, they really dance. Like they give
do.
you
They
the party.
can dance.
Especially
Your
when
sister
you
would
do
love
Broadway, you know, he'll do Broadway in his class. He'll do 60s music, all from the 60s, a lot of baby boomers. So, you know, they
because
just
this
love
is the
it.
difference about Zumba Gold. Zumba Gold we take more music for the baby boomer. So we play more Broadway, ta-ta, flamenco.
Yeah, a little less Latin, more American.
And Angel, how do people find your classes?
angelkinsey's@gmail.com.
Are you going to have people come into studio when you move to Thursday to dance?
Yes, by the way, we're going to come in an hour early.
You won't be here.
And everybody could bring a nice little dish or appetizer, and we're going to have a little hour of socialization because a lot of my people are just doing classes in the house. They're not going to gyms. And, you know, the age is like from 55 and up. And the oldest is 92 in my class. So we're going to open up the studio. That's why we're going to be here on Thursdays, because it's a lot bigger. And then they could come in an hour earlier. We could have a little social time together. And at 7 to 7:30, we'll have the show.
Nice.
So Ugo will be the first guest on March 10th.
That's going to be fantastic. And then your alternate, I think, is Slick. So she alternates with Slick, and then our off week she'll alternate, and then Gina. So it'll be a nice lineup every Thursday for people to tune in for something new.
We'll see you March 10th.
We're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up our Thursday. I heard someone say today, and I thought of Slick. I can't even believe I'm thinking of Slick in the morning. Friday Eve.
What about it?
Friday Eve. Thursday is Friday Eve. Thursday night is Friday Eve. So we are on our way to Friday. That's all I can say. There are actually people on network TV that think like Slick.
Let's go to commercial.
We're going to get commercial break. We'll be right back.
Have you been injured in a car accident, slipping fall, repeated negligence of another? Those at Shane and Farnsworth Field have over 40 years of combined experience representing injured individuals and their families. Call us today at 561-272-8337 for a free case evaluation and the answers to your legal questions. Were you injured in an accident that wasn't your fault? Don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you. Contact us now to learn about your options and to protect your rights.
Once a professional musician, artist Steven Zwirn uses his creativity through multimedia artistic expression. His compositions use acrylic paint to create 3D masterpieces. Steven's fascination with brilliant colors and intriguing patterns with jewels and rhinestones entices the eye with color and dimension. For more information on the artwork of Steven Zwirn, contact Steven at 914-656-9060 or stevenzwirn.com.
Here at the Brooklyn Cafe, our subjects range from hot topics, feel-good stories, and back-in-the-day nostalgia. With guest personalities and business features, you just never know who you'll see on the show. With our brew crew on set, we always air live to inspire, educate, and create. Make it a date and have a day at the cafe. Join Dawn and Freddie every weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. and for lunch every weekday from 12 to 2. Amplify your voice. Call us at 866-224-5422 or visit our website at brooklyncafe.tv.
I'm Lady Ashley, and this is my husband, Big John.
The muscle behind the hustle.
We are the creators of this very unique party planning business, Lady Ashley Party Planning. We are known for all the details. We specialize in gorgeous balloon decor, floral displays, and handle all of your party planning needs from A to Z.
Please feel free to visit our website at ladyashleypartyplanning.com. Our email is abpartyplanning@yahoo.com, and our phone number is 561-542-2296.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV,
70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation, staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
We're back. Well, you did not get to Zumba, but I have to tell you, Bailey was a great fill-in.
I got film.
Did you? I can't wait to post it.
I got a lot to
Bailey, you did a fantastic job. Zumba. Zumba-ing. Is it a verb? Zumba-ing. Can you Zumba? Can you scuba? Remember that movie?
No, don't start.
Do you scuba?
Don't go there. Yes, I remember the movie. Can you scuba?
We had a great show, everyone. We are running Slick. Did a fantastic job, Bailey. Amazing. You can check out our newsletter. It should be coming out before the end of the month. So we're on a tight deadline to get that out to you. Sharing the love of Valentine's Day. A huge thank you to Lady Ashley Party Planning for decorating our set this month for Valentine's Day and keeping the love alive. Next month, we're going to do a birthday month. So stay tuned. We got more information coming to you. Movies, birthdays, you and I, we got some numbers coming up.
Movies, baby, movies. We're going to talk about that next week.
And if you're interested in getting tickets to the Mario Lanza musical that premieres on March 24th in London, between March 24th and May 15th, you can check out Eventbrite, also MarioLanzaMusical.com. It is on Eventbrite. You can purchase your tickets and streaming coming to your home and a theater near you on April 14th. So more to come. On the beginning of our 1 o'clock hour, you got to hear the beautiful voices of tenor Ian Michaels and beautiful soprano Maria Kesselman. Truly lovely, and if you like the opera and if you love Mario Lanza, you will love this show. Ready to wrap this up?
Ready to go.
Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and we'll see you later.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice.
in my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and we could fly.